Hello everybody, this is YDYT and I would like to welcome every single one of you back to a brand new episode of MinasCraft. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that little time lapse as the intro. I really thought it was a good one. So we've built a quarter of the circle here now. I believe it's all correct. We built it incorrectly the first time round, which you may have noticed if you were observant in the time lapse it didn't meet up at the end. I think I may have actually cut the very end out just not to show that, but I've sorted it out now, I think. So that's pretty awesome. We've got a quarter of the circle built in. It is going to be a diameter of 871 blocks, which is pretty big, and I'm happy it's odd numbered because it makes doing this easier. So we got the center point right about here. So I'm hoping we're not going to have to drain all that much of this, because only the first level of the actual tiered city is going to be below the water level. So hopefully we won't have to drain or dig as much as I originally anticipated, but you never know how big it's going to be until I've fully measured it out and everything. So last time we had a bunch of shulker boxes here, which I've now moved over to the bunker where we were going to be setting up a slime farm today. However, I've run into the issue of us literally having no iron. Like, we've got a tiny bit, but if you know that design, you know that it requires 40 iron blocks for the iron golems. So this is our iron supply now. I've moved the 40 iron blocks over there, and we really need more iron to be able to build a proper iron farm. Not an iron farm, a slime farm like that, because iron is something we're quite in need of for the hoppers and stuff. See, our iron supply is not good right now. So, I figured we'd do an iron farm today, but Tango Tek has not actually released his iron farm design yet, so I think we're just going to go with the Titan. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll just put it over in the spawn chunks, and yeah, that should be totally fine. So I'm going to spend a little while now getting everything we need for that, because it's a pretty resource-intensive build, and then we'll be getting ready to go. Okay guys, we are back. So the Titan is actually coming along pretty nicely. If we hop through here, you'll see we've got most of the main framework set up now, and I'm working on the roof of it currently. I just had to go back to pick up some more torches, because let's just say this isn't the most safe of environments to work in, and I have experienced some mobs a couple times now. But I had a question I wanted to ask you guys. So I've been thinking about it, and I went on another run in the end for more words. I went on another run in the end for more shulker boxes, due to the fact that I was having some pretty big problems, let's just say, with the number of shulker boxes we have. We really don't have a lot, and the spawn rates on them is absolutely horrible, and it takes hours to get even a small amount of them. So I was wondering what your guys' opinion would be on me possibly setting up a shulker spawner. A couple of people have done this. Azuma's got one, I believe. Iskal's got one, on their Patreon service, that is. And I've decided I really think it would be a cool thing to have, because it would be very useful, and I know I have serious problems with them currently as it is, like getting enough, because shulker boxes are something I really want. So I've decided that I'm probably going to do it, but I wanted to ask you guys' opinion on it first. So up at the top right, you should see a poll right about now. Just please tell me yes or no on that. I'd really appreciate it. So we'll get back onto the Titan now. Alright guys, we are back. So I've got the whole framework set up, so now we just need to get our actual villagers. But for that we need a lot of rails, so I'm actually going to borrow the rails from here. So I need to remember 2 stacks and 20. So this is a good thing about us not having done that farm yet, because we can just use the rails from this to get our villagers moved over. So my plan is to move them in boats through the nether, which is probably the best way, because we don't have enough rails. I sincerely doubt we have enough rails, actually, to be able to do that full journey. But then if we pop through here, we will then get them going up this staircase we've got here. So this will be pretty easy for me to just set up. like this, and then I'll need something to power them, but I'll just go get a bunch of levers to do that, and that should work absolutely fine. So we'll just be bringing them straight up here like so, and oh, that's not what I meant to do. Then turn it around, and this does not work. Okay. I'll sort this whole staircase out quickly. Okay, so that's our full track set up. So now it should be pretty easy to just get a bunch of levers. And we're going to start by moving the villagers that we've got in our current iron farm. We're going to need 21 with this first trip. I've breeded up a bunch more, so let's get this going. Okay guys, we are back. So we've got 5 villagers here, 21 here, and then another 21 here. So we've got all of our villagers moved over, hopefully. I haven't watched the full tutorial, but from what I remember last time I did it, this was all we needed, which is good. We've got our lava and all of our hopper stuff set up, ready to go for when we're ready to turn the farm properly on. Next up is the doors, which I'm not looking forward to, and I really don't have enough wood for right now. I haven't decided if I'm going to go 64 or 32 times, because, like, it's sort of difficult to decide, because it's just a single-player world. I shouldn't need that much iron, and my sound is turned off. I shouldn't need that much iron, but, like, who knows if I do need that much iron? I'll be like, oh, why didn't I go for the 64? So yeah, I haven't decided. The 32 is really fast though. Like with one night of AFKing, I do think it'll be more than enough for a while. So I'm thinking we'll go with that, but I don't know for sure. Then I've still got to remove all the rails in the nether. So I'll do that quickly now while we're talking. Okay. Okay, we're going to need to do something about the portals. It shouldn't link like that, because they're linked and they're both in the correct place. So why does this one link? Okay, I'll sort that out, but we still need to do something about all of our rails, because I'm not going to just leave them here, because we're very low on rails. So another thing we desperately need is a gold farm. So next time there are like 3 things that we can do. We can continue the iron farm, we can do a gold farm, or we can start on the city draining, which, oh, I don't want to do that, but it needs to be done ASAP, because once we start draining, we can start building. And, I mean, who doesn't want to build Minas Tirith in single player? Like, it's going to be so fun, and I'm not looking forward to it. But the finished thing, that's the goal, guys. So we need to get to that point where we can say, hey, we did this, we built this whole thing in survival. So I want to get that done ASAP, but it's like not the most fun of projects. But that's the way with a lot of things in this game. You can't be discouraged by the little things, because everything's going to build up to get you to the point where you want to be. So, like, I'm not enjoying building this Iron Titan. I spent 9 hours yesterday getting villagers. Like, that's not a fun thing. But I'm enjoying playing, and thus in turn I'm enjoying like the project, because I know that what is the doors it's going to open for us, if that makes any sense. So I guess this is me just sort of telling you guys to try not to give up on projects just because you're not enjoying it. Just think, what can this project achieve for me in the future? Now, I think we're probably going to be ending this one soon. You guys can actually tell when this one's going to end, because this little timer thing, because I don't think I have enough time to get the doors all in before this goes up, because this is going up tomorrow now. So, yeah, and I'm not sure what else to do. So, I'm going to have a look at how long we're in, because I think it's actually pretty short, because although I've done tons, you can't tell I've done tons, because you haven't seen, like, how much time has gone into everything. Also, a quick update on the sand. I've done some maths, and I think I did my maths very incorrectly at first, because to drain that first quarter, my most recent attempt at maths, we only need to fill to here. And I'm currently up to here with sand. All of this is full, which is pretty good. I'm not spending tons of time on it. I'm just, every now and then, I'm just going in and mining a little bit more. And we'll actually go over there to drop off some of these rails. So, or another thing we could do next episode is a slime farm. Also, with a gold farm, in reference to that, I was wondering if you guys had any recommendations for any designs. Because I know of some good designs myself. I was thinking about the donut design, but honestly I don't know if I need that much XP, because we've got a guardian farm, which we'll be doing soon as well, probably. I don't know for sure, though. So I'm not really too sure what I should do in terms of all of that. But yeah, give me a suggestion down below if you've got a design for a gold farm you guys would like to see me do, because I'm not one to shy away from a big project. Also, I'm suddenly, since I start talking, I've realized tons of things I want to bring up with you guys. So I've been thinking about servers because, as you guys know, or probably know, I used to do a series on the Night Gaming Patreon server, and I really enjoyed that series. I built Orthanc, and I put it in a giant hole full of obsidian. Get a picture to come up right about now. I was really, really proud of it. That server's still actually going. We're doing a world tour with Wells probably tomorrow, but he hasn't given us the actual time yet, so I don't know. Which I'm really looking forward to, and that'll be up on his channel, by the way, if you guys want to check that out. Eventually, whenever it's up, I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to that. And I was thinking about servers, because we've got our world here, and I'm investing a lot of time in this. We've got 6.81 days currently on here, and episode 6 already, I think. That's a day per episode, upwards of it, considering how much time sometimes goes into planning, and because we've actually had the world corrupt, so we lost the episode 2 and 3, I think it was. Yeah, that was sad. But I was thinking about it, and I'm wondering, do I want to actually make a series next season on the Night Gaming Patreon server? Because I enjoy playing on that server. I'm good friends with everyone on there. But the thing is, it's a Patreon server. It's not like it's actually all that good for my channel. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. Would you like me to do it on there? Because I've also looking at some other servers, and I'm thinking about some possible SMP servers I may be looking into, and another server which has some YouTubers on it, which I may be doing. I haven't really decided yet, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about servers, because I do love server play, because although this is all great and fun, us doing, like, everything we're doing here, having fun together, sometimes it's like, I want to do a community project, or I want someone's help with something, because doing everything solo gets a bit grindy, let's just say. Although, I do live for the grind, if you guys know me. So, I think that's pretty well everything I was going to talk about now. And I think we'll probably round this one out here. But I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on literally everything that I just talked about. And also, I'd like to thank Eli the Wolf. He gave me a shout out in his video today, which is really, really awesome. He's another YouTuber. I think he's around 300 subs currently. I'd really recommend checking him out. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. So do check him out. If I remember, there'll be a link in the top right and in the description. But yeah, I think we'll round this one out here. So if you guys did enjoy, please do drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.